Okay, hi Joseph. Starting with your abstract, I thought it was good because it was a good introduction to concussions about what's going to be talked about in the paper. And then as you go into your introduction, I think maybe it would be useful for you to incorporate more information about maybe like some statistics about what concussions were like many years ago versus now and how they're being like more reported and dealt with differently. So maybe go into like a little bit of history with them. Also, I know like soccer is one of the sports that has like the highest growing levels of concussions and concussions reported, so maybe incorporate that in there as well. And then moving down as like symptoms, you can maybe talk about like some how to deal with that when, especially when you get into the problem area. And because you kind of just incorporate how like you need to just take a couple days and stay away from bright light and noises, and take Tylenol. For me, I actually had a concussion. I was out for a year and I had to go to physical therapy for at least 3 times a week for several months. And basically what it was is like neck exercises and strengthening activities, and then I would run on the treadmill until I passed out, and then each time try to run for a little longer, see how long I could make it until I passed out. And that actually really helped me. I know it sounds a little weird, but maybe do some research on that. And then also vestibular therapy, which is run through U of M Hospital does it, so I know there's some research on there. It's actually where you train your eyes to work with your brain, because sometimes with concussions, that's the blurred vision and trouble focusing, and so I would just look at that a little bit more because I know that's definitely super helpful as well. When you get into like the literature review section, I would try to incorporate more. You only have like a couple paragraphs, and I think if maybe you incorporated more like peer-reviewed sources and things like that, it would really help drive home like the purpose of the paper. And then when you get to like steps to fix, talk about like I mentioned earlier, the vestibular therapy and that physical therapy. Overall, I thought it was a good start. There's definitely more things that can be looked at. Obviously, there's a couple grammar issues. Just read through your paper and, just check on those. Overall, I thought it was a really good start. So adding those couple things and adding some more research, I think could be really beneficial to the paper overall.